there's only 5 items. It's 3 cups, 1.5. Lovely. The motion is not pushing down, but drawing out.
You are queen of the gnocchi.
We have a little piece of meat to try it with. We're all set.
Our program is a short-term, intensive, professional-level training program in culinary arts. It's 150 hours. The focus is on fundamental culinary technique and practice.
Toss it into our...
Talking about a 6-hour class. Yes, I know it's 6.5 hours, but we have a break. We do lunch and we do some shorter breaks as need dictates. We're making potato gnocchi. The recipe we're working with today started with 2 pounds of whole baking potatoes. Step 1 is to pull out all the flesh. Step 2 is to rice it.
Our students come from everywhere. They come from a lot of different places. They come from different levels of orthodoxy, of religious observance. I had a student from Tennessee who was interested in taking the program because she's a Christian, but she believes in following the biblical dietary laws, which encompasses kosher dietary regulation.
I'm a certified rabbi. I got a rabbinical certification. I'm a religious slaughter also, and just graduated from CUNY from Baruch College with a degree in economics.
I'm not entirely sure I want to become a chef, and having only a 6 to 8 week course, it's inexpensive compared to some other culinary schools, and if I decide that this is actually what I want to do, then I could go on to something bigger.
Our program is the only professional training program in kosher culinary arts in the country, and the second in the world. The only other training program of this caliber is in Israel. Before we were around, a lot of students went to other culinary schools, people who keep kosher, but they were unable to taste the food that they prepared because it was not kosher.
I'm still walking. Oh, yeah.
I'm opening a restaurant, and I love it here. Simply, I coming from a different background. I never worked in a kitchen, never had anything to do with restaurant. I was in the clothing business for many years.
I'm getting a great deal. I'm learning new knife skills. I'm learning new sauce skills. And it's just resourcefulness that you learn from just being in a kitchen and how to work with other people.
The kosher culinary business, you have to substitute a lot of things. You can't use butter when you're making a meat dish. You can't use fish when you're making a meat dish, and you can't use chicken stock when you're making a soup for dairy. So you have to learn how to substitute things.
Most of the recipes that are used here have been used in other teaching institutions. In addition to that, I surf the internet, try things that look good at home. My family are the guinea pigs, and then we bring it here. If one breaks 10 eggs into a bowl and we have 1 blood spot, it means we have 10 non-kosher eggs. We always break our eggs into a cup and check them for blood first. Oh, this is starting to feel like a nice gnocchi dough. After I do this demonstration, you guys are going to do this, and we'll work it and roll it. Looks pretty good. We try exactly as it's written in a recipe, and then after the first time we make our improvements to our specifications that we find either taste better, look better, have a nicer consistency, or just look nicer being plated. Cost is always important because, especially in these days' economy, if you are not showing a profit and if you are putting out food that breaks the budget, you won't be doing it long, and we'd like to do it for an indefinite amount of time.
When the students complete this course, they continue to a 6 to 8 week apprenticeship, which is like an internship, on-the-job training in a restaurant, a catering hall, a nursing facility, etc., somewhere in food service. So a lot of our students have completed the apprenticeship and are now working at the places where they were formerly apprentices. Some of them are doing personal chef work, which means they're going into people's homes and cooking them meals for their families to have for holidays or for weeknights, etc. And some of our students have gone back to their regular lives. So they've gone back to their careers or to their families, but as a much better chef. Hopefully, we hope.
I think we learn a lot. Here is number 1. Number 2, we try to have a great time while we're learning. And number 3, we make sure that no one goes home hungry.